Well, good morning to everyone in Australasia, and I'm sure it's a beautiful morning there, as it is so often in down under. And I kind of miss being there with you folks, but this is the next best thing for us today. So our topic for this month's call is catalyst. Now, some of you, of course, are already using Catalyst. In fact, I'm told that approximately 50% of all Australasian associates use Catalyst already. So for some of you, it's not new. And for some of you, it's going to be very new. But what you need to know is that Catalyst is going to be your new primary, and it's really going to be an advantage for you. I'm going to go through the list of advantages for you on this call because I want you to feel very confident about not only using this product yourself, but I want you to feel very confident about recommending this product to everyone you can in Australasia. And heck, we're a global company, so everyone you can anywhere, right? Um, I'm going to give you the official benefits and feature statements first, because in every country we have different rules, as I'm sure most of you probably know. So the good and the bad about having internet, of course, the good is instant or virtually instant access to just about anything, anywhere. Uh, but that's also the bad part. Because people will have a tendency to go on, let's say, and look at U.S. materials and say, well, how come the U.S. material says something different than the Australian, New Zealand, or Singaporean materials? Well, it says something different because the rules are different. And so just everyone get a grip on that one first. So you can go through a much longer list of benefits claims on the US site, but those are not the benefits claims that are registered for Australasia. So I don't want you to be confused, and I want you to represent your product accurately within your own market. So I'm going to read you these benefits first, and then we're going to talk about the ingredients, and we're going to talk about the advantages and benefits of these ingredients as we go through the formula. So first of all, you've got some pretty strong benefit statements in Australasia, and these include that Catalyst helps to protect against free radicals formed by environmental pollution. That's a biggie. It provides nutritional support for normal growth and development, also very important. It promotes normal, healthy function of nerves, liver, kidneys, digestive tract, metabolism, and the immune system. Well, of course, I'm kind of proud of this formula because I formulated Catalyst. That's among the 153 products that I have formulated in my career. And I wanted Catalyst to do a lot more than just be a vitamin mineral product. I wanted it to be much bigger than that. So as I continue with these benefit statements, you'll get that feel, okay? It promotes normal, healthy function of bones, teeth, skin, hair, and eyes. Now, this is because of the rather extraordinarily powerful amounts of various items that are in this product that I'll talk to you about in just a few moments. Catalyst aids and assists to or helps in the maintenance and improvement of a general sense of well-being. We'll spend a lot of time on that during this call. And it can assist in maintaining normal blood and supports wound healing. All right, so those are all pretty important points, but how do we get there? I mean, what kind of nutrients do you need to get there? Now, your label is going to say to take 2 tablets twice daily. That, of course, is our recommendation in the U.S. as well. 2 tablets twice daily. But the amounts that I'm going to read to you in the next few moments are per single tablet. So in other words, the milligrams and micrograms that I'll talk to you about on this call, do it times 4 in your head, and you'll see how powerful this is. Now, it's very, very important to note the differences between Phytomatrix and Catalyst. Now, Catalyst is a product that I was asked to formulate to replace Manitech's original vitamin mineral product. And of course, that was replaced a long time ago. And in addition to that, what they asked me to do was to create a product that would also support bone health and obviously teeth and hair and so on, that would support the nervous system, that would support normal healthy levels of blood sugar, that also would be a great product for not just the nervous system, but also for mood, to help you feel great about yourself every day. And I'll explain to you why you will when you use this product. And also to make a product that would be the best vitamin mineral product to support someone who is trying to lose body fat. And that, so all of those things are encompassed in this product. The Phytomatrix obviously it's a good quality product. It always was, and a very interesting marketing story with the minerals from sprouts and so on. And that's great stuff. The problem was our limitation with Phytomatrix. The calcium, as an example, that we used in US Phytomatrix came from a source that the Australian TGA did not recognize as a source of calcium. Now, it's plant source, but they didn't recognize that particular plant as a source of calcium. So they gave us a choice. We either put no calcium in Australian Phytomatrix, or we have no claims on the calcium and we put the calcium in anyway. Well, there's no calcium in the Australian Phytomatrix. Now, folks, if your diet is excellent, if you're doing everything right with your diet, and you're getting enough calcium and magnesium in your diet every day, then you're okay. You'll support your bones perfectly well. But let's be realistic, okay? The majority of people don't eat right. I mean, every time a study is done on this, we see it again and again and again. The majority of people, virtually in every modern country, simply don't eat right. They choose unhealthy foods, or they choose the wrong foods, thinking that they're choosing healthy foods. But the point is, they're not, in almost every case, getting the nutrition that they need. So Phytomatrix was a great product to support somebody who is on a very healthy diet and who is very healthy. But what if you're not that person? What if you're the person whose diet may be less than perfect? What if you're a person who's not absolutely perfectly healthy? Well, then maybe you need a little bit more support. And I'll tell you what, folks, when you use Catalyst, you feel the difference. You feel it because of the powerful levels of nutrients that I put in this product. I mean, really powerful levels. One of the things that you'll feel, your official claim in Australasia is that it may assist in maintaining it may assist or help in the maintenance or improvement of general well-being. Those are the exact words that'll come from your label. Well, what does that mean? It makes you happier. I mean, that's basically what it means. So you just generally feel better. You feel better. Why? Because there is a ton of B vitamins in this product. You need B vitamins to support metabolism. You need B vitamins if you're trying to lose excess body fat. You need B vitamins if you're under psychological or physical stress. You need B vitamins if you've been sick for a long time and your body really needs that support. And there are a lot of people who are just not critically unwell, but not well. And they need that extra support, okay? And of course, for blood sugar, if you want to have normal, healthy blood sugar levels, you have to have a lot of B vitamins. Crucially important. There have been studies done on the B vitamins and how human psychology improves when B vitamin levels, certain B vitamins go up. And folks, you have a whole bunch of B vitamins in this product. I mean, a whole bunch, a lot. And so just to give you an idea, So folic acid per tablet, 75 micrograms. Now, the minimum requirement of folic acid in most countries is going to be 150. But in this product, when you take it as directed, you've got 300. Now, that's huge. And folic acid is one of those mood elevating and anti-stress nutrients, and also energy nutrients. Very, very important. So you have the amounts in this product, of course, are safe. Naturally, I wouldn't formulate anything that wasn't safe. All of you know that. But the amounts in this are really going to change the way you feel, your energy, your as your regulations say down there, your general sense of well-being, and of course psychologically, just feeling. I refer to certain B vitamins as happy vitamins. So you're looking at, vitamin B1, or on your label, it will be listed as thiamine, which is the technical name for vitamin B1. So thiamine and folic acid and B12 and B6, these are all extremely important for your psychological well-being, for your energy, and for being on a fat loss system, or of course with Manatech, we are not simply fat loss. With Manatech, we're looking at improving body composition, and that's really a different ballgame, and a much healthier and more important ballgame as far as I'm concerned. So as we're going down the list of just the B vitamins on this product, it's actually pretty darn astounding. It will show you 1.5 milligrams per tablet. And you'll say, well, that doesn't sound like a lot. But folks, it's a lot, because 1.5 milligrams per tablet, and you're looking at 6 milligrams total then for the day. And folks, that's 400% of what most countries list as the minimum requirement of B1. B1 is the single most important vitamin for both energy and feeling psychologically wonderful, happy, excellent. It's also, by the way, thiamine is responsible for the production within your body of more than 40 different enzymes. So I could write a 300-page book on B vitamins easily, because they are so darn important, so amazingly important. So this is why when people start with Catalyst, they start it and they feel good. They feel good the same day. And after that, they say, wow, I don't know what it is about this product, but I love this product and I want to keep taking it. Now, just to give you an idea, comparing this to Phytomatrix, and of course, all of you know Phytomatrix is being discontinued. So I want you to have this comparison. Depending on which of the B vitamins we're talking about, Phytomatrix gives you between 35% and 43% of your minimum daily requirement. So not even in one B vitamin did it meet the minimum daily requirement. Why? The purpose of the product was to support somebody who is basically on pretty much a perfect diet and is perfectly healthy. So when you switch over to Catalyst, you will feel a difference. I mean, there's no doubt about it. For me, on my very, very stressful life, and most of you know at least a little bit of how my life goes. So constant travel, which is hugely stressful. I'm sleep deprived almost all the time because I'm jet lagged and I'm in the wrong time zones. I don't have time to get caught up to the time zones. So I'm sleep deprived. I'm pushing myself 200% every day so I can do a good job for each of you when I come to your cities. But my body is just in desperate need of extra support. So Catalyst is something that I must have. I mean, what it does for me every day, for my energy and for my sense of well-being, and for my stamina is absolutely astounding. And much of that is around the B vitamins, much of it. So, this is just, I'm really, really excited that you folks are switching over and that you're going to have this as your new primary vitamin mineral product. I really am super excited about this for you, because the 50% of the Australasians who are not yet taking this product, you are going to feel a difference and you are going to love it. And talk to any of your Australian, New Zealand, Singaporean friends who have already switched to Catalyst. Ask them how they feel with it. And I mean, you're going to get a testimonial right away, and it's going to be a good one. You can almost be certain, I mean, almost completely certain that you will get that from the folks that you talk to who are already using this product. So anyway, the amounts in this product of the vitamins that you need for stress and that you need for energy, and of course to support your fat loss program or your new body composition program, are also enormous, absolutely enormous. And you're going to feel the difference, and it's going to be good. Well, what about the support for healthy teeth and bones, as we talked about before? Well, this comes largely from calcium and magnesium, not exclusively, by the way. There are other minerals and vitamins that are important in the process of maintaining healthy bones, healthy teeth, healthy hair, but you've got to have a significant amount of calcium and magnesium to do that. Now, again, if your diet is already perfect, well, then you don't need a supplement, and we don't need to talk about this. But if you're one of the people who, according to the surveys that have been done, and according to the blood studies that have been done, all the ones that I've seen, the vast majority of people on this planet simply are not getting enough nutrition from diet alone. It's a different question, a different argument as to whether you could or you couldn't. I'm saying that they simply aren't. And it's because of dietary selection in most cases. So with this in mind, let's talk about the calcium and the magnesium. Because what I created was a complex of calciums and magnesiums. And there's a purpose behind that. Because I want you to have not just a safe product, I want you to have a very effective product. And so we're talking about amounts that need to be very significant, especially when we consider the fact that the overwhelming majority of people who buy dietary supplements worldwide are females over the age of 50. Now, with this in mind, obviously, immediately, bone health comes into your mind. Oh, yeah, here's something where the average woman is looking for bone health support. Well, calcium and magnesium are the primaries, again, not the only nutrients for that purpose, but they are the primaries. So as you look at this product, you have 245 milligrams, 250 milligrams of calcium in this product versus no calcium in Phytomatrix. You've already made a huge jump, haven't you? Okay. Now, in addition to that, you have 144 milligrams of a magnesium complex. When you combine these two, you have a very solid base of support for healthy bones and healthy teeth and healthy hair. There's some of these same things that you need in here, okay? Now that is a lot of calcium and magnesium, a powerful level. Now, I want you to have the best support you can for healthy bones and teeth, and of course hair, for those of you who still have hair. There's a product I'd like to invent, one that could bring the hair back, but we're still working on that idea. Anyway, so with this in mind, let's move on to some of the other minerals that are very, very important in this. Now, you're going to see that the amount of zinc in this product fits a particular idea. It isn't just the idea of giving your body its minimum daily requirement, but when I was in practice, I participated in a group where we studied, the group of us did blood studies with human volunteers to try and establish the difference between so-called national laboratory ranges in the US and actual functional levels. Because what we found was that sometimes the so-called nationally established ranges were off quite a bit with a lot of people, especially people who weren't in perfect health. So we established different levels of function for that. And that was part of the psychology I used in putting together this product. Well, many people don't know this, but in nutritional biochemistry, every nutrient has at least one other nutrient that helps it and one other nutrient that may in some way work against it. Let me give you an example. Iron. If you have a certain ratio of zinc and copper with your iron, everything's great. If, however, your zinc or your copper go too high, then your iron goes down. If your iron goes too high, your zinc or your copper can go down. So it's very, very important then to maintain a particular ratio of minerals so that you've got the right mineral balance to maintain healthy blood. And of course, healthy cells, healthy tissue, a healthy body. So as you look down the label, you may on some of the items say, well, how come there's more of this or less than that? This is very deliberate because I want to make sure that you've got the right ratios to have the best potential functions and the best potential support. So, I mean, you're looking here at your zinc, copper, manganese. Manganese, hugely important. Manganese is the mineral that actually holds calcium in your bone once the calcium has gotten into the bone. And there are scientists who believe that it is a lack of manganese more than a lack of calcium that causes various bone issues. Now, this is still something being argued about. I want to be clear on that. But we do know that manganese holds calcium in the bone. So obviously, you're going to have enough manganese to get that job done correctly. Manganese has other functions as well. But that was the main thing I was thinking about when I first formulated the Catalyst formula. And what you're going to see is that the manganese is a specific amino acid chelate. Now, there are different ways to chelate minerals, and some chelates are more effective than others. I mean, that's pretty much the way it is. What I did when I looked at the original formulation for Catalyst is I was looking to see if there was a way to chelate a naturally occurring mineral and make it more effective than other products out there so that the absorption potentially could be better. And I found a process, a specific patented process that does just this, where it creates a, no, you kind of imagine a sort of like a big soup, if you will, where you've got your various plant materials, which I put in the product. Um, but these various plant materials, for instance, I use spirulina because spirulina has a number of individual advantages all by itself. And spirulina, of course, is a product which is sold by itself because it has so many health advantages. And there are other plant materials in this. So your tablet has a sort of greenish appearance because it's got all this green plant material in it. That is the matrix that it's in, if you will. And it has a particular scent to it, and that scent is a very pleasant scent of the various plant materials. You can smell those plant materials in the tablet. And that's why your tablet is like sort of green speckled, okay? Because it's all those plant materials in there. the spirulina, and there's barley in there, and just a number of plant materials which are, I feel, extremely healthy for your health. And on the U.S. formulation, I called it the Ambroglycin Matrix. And marketing actually let me do that. They actually let me name that, which was kind of extraordinary, really. But when I did that, so I not only do you have ambritose complex in there, so imagine that this is being all mixed together in a big soup, if you will. Okay, so you've got ambritose complex powder, and you have these plant materials. You'll on your label, I'm pretty sure that the Australian government is requiring that they be listed by the Latin botanical names. So you'll see Pitea sativum, which is a plant that is pea protein. On the U.S. label, it's listed as green peas. Okay, but so you'll see things like that. I'll explain some of these Latin terms to you in a few moments. And on your label, you'll see gingiber officinale, and that means ginger root. You'll see Rosina canina, which means rose hips, vitamin C from rose hips. And so you'll see these different unfamiliar words, and you'll say, what the heck is that stuff? Well, that's what we're doing on this call. So you'll understand what all that stuff is. So this complex of plant materials is all mixed together with the ambritose complex and with the minerals. And this is all mixed together in this mineral chelate. And this gives you an extraordinarily different kind of mineral chelate than anyone else has in any other product anywhere that I'm aware of. So it's really unique, and I think it's a really important aspect. Now, on the US label, it's listed as a specific proprietary complex. Now, by the way, this product is gluten-free. So yes, you have lots of plant materials in there, but the product is gluten-free, not to worry. Okay, but I just want you to know that all that material is in there, and I did that on purpose so that we could make a very unique mineral blend, something different than anyone else had ever done. And I feel that we have accomplished that in this product, and this product is going to perform very well for you. I think you should all be very, very pleased. So what I know there's always going to be people who say, but I loved my Phytomatrix. Well, you know what? You're going to love Catalyst a lot more. It is so much more powerful. It is so much more complete, so much more effective overall than what you've been using. And again, Phytomatrix was a great quality product. It was simply formulated for a different kind of consumer. And I personally, especially now more than 40 years, we have to update my CV there, Steve. But now more than 40 years I've been in this field, it has been my experience that the overwhelming majority of people taking supplements are not already perfectly healthy. So if that is also you, and if that's also the person that you're introducing these products to, then they're going to benefit from this as well. And I'll tell you what, just the level of B vitamins in this product, it's so enormous that, and safe, it's absolutely safe. These B vitamins are water soluble. And if for some reason your body doesn't use the amount that you're taking when you take your serving each day, that's okay. You'll simply urinate them out. Oh, and I should probably mention this. There's a myth, and this is a myth because I'm talking about science right now and not popular distractions on the internet. One of those myths is that if you take a vitamin product and then you see that your urine has turned more yellow than normal, then that means that you've absorbed nothing. Well, that's not what it means at all. In fact, all it means is that you took a vitamin mineral product that had riboflavin in it. Riboflavin is vitamin B2, Very, very important for your health, extremely important. It is one of the stress vitamins, and it does contribute to energy and a long list of other things as well. But riboflavin, that name, flavin, comes from ancient Latin, which the ancient original Latin word meant yellow. And so flavonoids are typically yellow or orange, and flavonoids, when you take them, they will cause your urine to turn yellow if there's more flavonoid than you can use. Not that you have not absorbed any, but more than you can use at a given 2 to 4 hour period. That's all it means. So that hopefully you'll have that the correct answer now for anyone who asks you the question on that. Now, also in this product, besides this extraordinary B complex and a tremendous amount of the calcium and magnesium complex, and of course all of the minerals in this very unique blend, as I mentioned, with the various plant materials that we talked about, chelated with these materials, and also with the ambertose complex. In addition to that, of course, you have the kinds of things that you would expect to see in a vitamin mineral product. Now, you would expect to see vitamin A, but Manatech likes to avoid the use of vitamin A. Now, you do need vitamin A. It's absolutely crucial to your health. It does a long list of important things. However, vitamin A is one of the few vitamins that actually could potentially be dangerous if you took too much. So what Manatech likes to do is we use beta-carotene. Now, beta-carotene is pro-vitamin A, and what that means is that your body can take beta-carotene and turn it into vitamin A as you need it. Why do we prefer that? It's real simple. Your body knows how much vitamin A it needs. If we give you beta-carotene, your body will convert the beta-carotene that it needs into vitamin A. What it doesn't need, you'll excrete through your urine. So this is real simple. Now, we get our beta-carotene from something called D-Selena cell extract, and ours is standardized. We want to make sure that the potency is precisely the same, because D-Selena cell it's a plant material. It's a plant. And plants, of course, are always different. No two plants are exactly the same. We want to make sure that you have standardized so that it's always the same every tablet you take. This is really, really important. And of course, what you'll see on your label is 9 milligrams per tablet. Now, this is a lot of beta-carotene. You do that times 4, and that's a lot of beta-carotene. But understand that the beta-carotene it converts in your body into vitamin A as your body requires it. So it starts as a plant material, and then we extract the beta-carotene from it, and your body does the rest. We think that's the best way to approach it. I think that beta-carotene is truly the safest way, and it's a very effective way to approach this. And of course, beta-carotene is one of those many, many antioxidants in this product. Now, of course, you'll see vitamin C on there, and some of the vitamin C, if we list the plant materials by their Latin botanical name, some people are going to look at that and go, what the heck is that? So you'll have something called Malpighiaea glabra fruit extract. What does that mean? Well, that's vitamin C. You know, don't freak out on some of these Latin names where you're thinking, what the heck? And that should make a lot more sense to you. So we also have, and by the way, the common name for that is acerola cherry. And that's on most of our U.S. labels, we list it as acerola cherry. And acerola cherry, by the way, is one of the most common sources of natural vitamin C that you can get. So you've got a great amount of vitamin C in here. In most countries, your minimum daily requirement, I keep saying this as in most countries because we're a global company, and many of you are going to have customers who are not in Australia, New Zealand, or Singapore, but maybe in another country altogether. So I want to give you the most of the averages. What is average in most cases? So in most countries, your minimum requirement for vitamin C to maintain proper health, just to maintain health, is going to be 60 milligrams per day. Well, in this product, you've got a lot of vitamin C. In fact, I just did a call for the South Africans on Manganese, and people who buy Manganese around the Manatech world, they buy it thinking it's a vitamin C supplement, and that's not what it is at all. It is a nasal and sinus health product, and you have to have vitamin C for nasal and sinus health. But that product has less than the minimum requirement of vitamin C daily. Whereas Catalyst, you're looking at 90 milligrams. Lots of vitamin C. And this is super important for your health. Vitamin C is something that's been talked about really since the early 60s, 1960s. And a lot of people think that, they should take an extra vitamin C supplement. Some people actually should, and others not. But the point is, you have vitamin C in here in a very healthy level, far in excess of your minimum daily requirement. So the best vitamin C supplement in the Manatech inventory is actually Catalyst. And it's the best vitamin C supplement in the Manatech inventory worldwide. So not just in the US, not just in Australasia, but all over the world, it's our best product to supplement a huge amount of vitamin C. Again, most countries, the minimum daily is 60, and there's going to be at least 180 milligrams in this. You've got a huge amount of vitamin C. That's super important. Also in the design of Catalyst, I wanted to make sure that you had natural vitamin E and that you had all of the vitamin E. So not some of it. What you'll see in almost every product sold in the world that says natural vitamin C on the vitamin E on the label, almost every one of them, it will simply say D-alpha tocopherol, or it may say D-alpha tocopherol acid succinate. Okay. Now that is one tocopherol, but vitamin E, natural vitamin E, real vitamin E, is made of 4 tocopherols. And what you have in Catalyst is all 4 tocopherols. Now the alpha, the D-alpha, is listed separately on your label, and the other tocopherols are listed as mixed. And so that includes all of the other tocopherols, so that you'll get that. Again, that must be an Australasian requirement to list it in that particular way. But you've got a huge amount of complete vitamin E, which is super, super important. There's choline in this product. Now, choline is technically part of the B complex. It's hugely important for the health of your liver. It's hugely important for other aspects of your body as well. When I was in practice, every time I saw somebody where we were looking at numbers on the liver that were not where we wanted them to be, then we'd say, well, we're going to do some choline here as well. Choline is also very good for supporting your body's ability to cleanse the liver as well. It has a lot of important functions for you, but really, really important for liver. And I love the fact, absolutely love the fact, that your Australasian label actually has the words promote normal healthy function of bones, teeth, skin, hair, eyes, nerves, liver, kidneys, digestive tract, energy metabolism, and immune system. That's huge. You just read that on the label, that's enough to want to buy the product right there. That's plenty. That's just super. I mean, you have to support all of those areas without any question. You'll also see on there something called inositol. Inositol, again, is associated with the B complex. And although it's never listed as a B vitamin, it is part of the B complex. Inositol has a lot of really important functions in the system. It does help to support your immune system. It helps to support your nervous system. And it has a number of other functions as well. I always used choline and inositol together when I was in practice, when we saw individuals who had less than perfect numbers on their liver tests. And I've always had saw good results with that. So I want you to have both choline and inositol for that. Just extremely important. Additionally, of course, I mentioned the fact that we've got zinc and copper in here as you need it, but there's something called alpha lipoic acid. Now, alpha lipoic acid has a really long list of scientific studies behind it. I put it in there on purpose because of things it can do to support your system. Now, I don't think that you have any specific claims in Australasia on alpha lipoic acid. So I want to be careful here. I don't want any of you to be violating any rules and saying things that are not officially accepted in Australasia. So let me explain it this way, because I don't know what your official claims are for alpha lipoic acid in Australasia. So alpha lipoic acid, which sometimes is listed as ALA, but on your label, I think it will be listed as alpha lipoic acid. Now, one of the really important things it does, it's a coenzyme for the generation of energy through something called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. Adenosine triphosphate, if you're an athlete, as an example, then you know that you want to raise your ATP for your energy and your stamina. ALA also has been studied and shown to have antioxidant function. And there have been studies with ALA as it has shown to help support normal, healthy levels of blood sugar. So you have a lot of reasons to want ALA in this formula, alpha lipoic acid in this formula. So I did put it in the original formula. Very pleased that it is in the Australasian formula. I think it's very, very important for your health. Again, I'm not certain what specific claims would be, but so understand the way I'm explaining this to all of you right now, that the primary thing it's associated with is the generation of energy as a cofactor for the production of ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. So this is another one of the reasons that when people use catalysts, they feel better. Their general sense of well-being and their energy simply improves. They just feel better. And I think that's really, really important. You have biotin in this formula, and not every country allows that. The U.S. allows it, of course, because the U.S. has really the best rules of any country in terms of general nutrition supplements. Biotin is very, very important for hair and bone and teeth and nails. Very important. So that's in there, and that's a really good thing. I'm happy. I'm very happy that it's in there for you. Potassium is in there, of course. Very, very important to have your potassium every day. You have selenium in my favorite form, which is selenomethionine. Now, selenomethionine has been very, very well studied. And I selected that particular form on purpose because of the studies that I have seen and the personal results that I've seen when I was in practice. So it's very specific. It was very purposeful that I selected selenomethionine as your form of selenium. Selenium can come in many different forms, but this is the one that I wanted you to have. So with that in mind, you have that as well as your blood sugar support from all the B vitamins naturally, but also in the form of chromium. And chromium is very, very important for blood sugar support. If you're going to be able to achieve and maintain healthy body composition, you need to be able to have normal, healthy blood sugar. You need to keep that blood sugar as healthy as you possibly can. And there are a lot of items in here that help to support normal, healthy blood sugar levels. Okay. And that's super important for overall energy, stamina, sense of well-being, general health, and of course, for fat loss or improving your body composition, all of those things. Then you will also see the traditional stuff on the label. You're going to see, gum ghati and gum tragacanth, and a lot of people will look at that on the label and say, "What the heck? What does that mean?" What? And so it's important that you know that those are plant gums, and plant gums are one of the sources of glyconutrients that we use in making ambrotos, because those plant gums, which are found in different parts of the world, but typically gum ghati, as an example, is typically harvested in Sri Lanka. Now, there's a particular tree there that we get the material from. And you'll find that that material contains arabinose and galactose and mannose and xylose and glucuronic acid. So that, for those of you who understand ambrotos, you'll say, "Wow, that sounds like stuff in ambrotos." Well, it sure does, because those are sources for that. Also, the gum tragacanth, again, that sounds kind of weird and unfamiliar to people, but that plant material gives us galactose and arabinose and xylose and fucose and rhamnose and galacturonic acid. So those combined, those materials are listed on your label as the official plant material. But what we're getting from those plants are those glyconutrients that I just talked about. And by the way, for in case we have any scientists and so on listening to this, when I say glyconutrients, that's a commercial term that people use all over the world. What I'm referring to scientifically are glycans. Glycans are, if you're a scientist, then that's what you know them as. So just so everybody gets that. So what you have with Catalyst is a far more powerful product than Phytomatrix. Again, Phytomatrix, excellent quality, wonderful product, wonderful technology, and a wonderful marketing story to go along with it. But folks, in terms of efficacy and power, and I mean, you're going to have such a powerful change when you switch to Catalyst, because again of the extraordinary levels of various nutrients, combinations and ratios of various nutrients, and the selection of specific nutrients that you may just not see in your average vitamin mineral product, and which were not present at all in Phytomatrix. So quite a long list. And you folks, you're going to love it. You're just going to love it. I'm so happy for all of you down there, because my goal has been for more than 40 years to do everything I can to help the health of every human being that I can on planet Earth. You folks are so helpful in my mission, because I can teach you and you can contact people everywhere. But you have to have the right products that are safe and effective and powerful and get the job done, and that are unique and special to Manatech, which you have in this product called Catalyst. So I'm just real excited that you're making that switch, and that not just 50% of the people in Australasia, but 100% of the people in Australasia are going to be using Catalyst. And I think that's fabulous. I think it's super great. So many potential things are going to just get so much better for you. But the one thing is, you are going to love the way you feel, folks. You're just going to love it. When I forget to take my Catalyst, and I've had a few times when I did, it was only a few hours when I realized that, oops, I didn't take my Catalyst. And boy, you'll feel a difference. If you don't take it, you'll feel a difference when you do. That's for sure.